weeks to go. I can't wait, man. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. I am your host, Andrew Illy. And this is the Ball of Truth prediction show. Here we go. Thank you very much for joining me. Wherever you are around the world, wherever you are, you silly mother. Yeah, boy. 6 weeks to go until that blockbuster opening round against the Swans at the beginning of March. But man, welcome to the Carlton prediction show for 2026. I am your host, Andrew Illy. This is the Ball of Truth, and tonight we will go through my early predictions for the Blue Baggers in 2026. This is even before a ball is kicked, so a lot will change from now till opening round. But I have a few surprise predictions. Some you may agree with, some you may be like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? But you know what? Let me know in the comments what you think. Before we get there, and if you like today's show, guys, hit that thumbs up for me. Subscribe if you're new, helps the channel out. Plenty of content to come in the next couple of months. We will go bonkers with the live shows once the season begins, and I'll probably drop a couple before that too. Turn the bell on for all notifications, and of course, after the video, leave a comment. Tell me what you guys think of Carlton in 2026. I hope you guys and girls are all well. Life is a waterfall. We're one in the river and one again after the fall. If you know the song, I salute ya. How do you predict the unpredictable? It's almost impossible to predict what Carlton's season is going to look like in 2026. My expectations for this year are much lower than previous seasons, I'll be honest with you guys. And us fans have a tendency to set the bar too high. I'll put my hand up. And we end up disappointed. But before we get all into the predictions, let's recap before we get there. We are coming off a season that was not good for our health as fans. I question the mentality of this team. I question my own freaking sanity watching this team. I mean, it was a disastrous 2025, but a much needed disaster. We needed to have that bad season. You may think I'm crazy, but I think we really did need it. We as fans, Carlton fans, have had to endure so much pain and anguish, spreading across decades in this club. Broken promises, empty dreams, and last year we saw the ultimate goal of winning a premiership completely fade to black. Simple as that. We suffered emotionally and vicariously through the Carlton Football Club because our club became broken. And it's hard to admit that sometimes, but that's exactly what happened. We hit rock bottom, man. And there were so many horrible moments throughout 2025. You got the catalyst for it all, round 1 against the Tigers, which kick-started off everything football-wise. And then you could argue the North Melbourne loss was the icing on the cake. And I feel like that was the bottom of the barrel for us. Because anything bad that happened after that loss, it just didn't really top it. And you kind of felt dead inside as a supporter. You probably stopped caring at some point throughout the season, and no one will blame you for that. As cliche as it sounds, when you hit rock bottom, there is only one way up, and through all the adversity and changes that we saw at the end of the 2025 season, I felt the togetherness was slowly creeping back at the end of that year. Whether or not you put that down to the Graham Wright effect, that's up for debate. But I definitely felt the energy shift, and players became happier. My happiness slowly creeping back. Powderfinger. We are going to quote some songs tonight. We'll see if you can catch them all. Pokemon. Shut up. I'm only fucking with you guys. But anyways, I believe it was a culture change that was desperately needed when Graham Wright came in. People laughed at me when I would reference the Graham Wright is giving this club a lifeline. It felt like he was saving us. Because to me, honestly, it felt like that was our last hope at that stage and at that time of the year. And I hope I'm proven right. But I could definitely be proven Graham wrong. Seriously. About it all. Who knows? I don't know anything. This is my prediction, man, and my honest opinion. My play on words tonight are sickening. But we've got to have fun, man. I love this club to the moon and back. Savage Garden. And that's why I do this podcast. It's like a logical song. My mind's going nuts right now. Whether you were 7 years old and you last saw a premiership like me, I was 7, 95, or you were on the edge of 17, or however old you were, man, in 95, it would mean the world as an adult. And we would appreciate it way more than we did back then, especially after a 30-year plus drought for premierships. But man, the off-season felt good. It did. Many people are on the fence about the changes made. Some hate them. Some hate that we got rid of Charlie and are like, we're doomed. Some love the changes. I really like them. I do. Obviously, trading Charlie Curnow was the biggest talking point of the off-season. But I've said from day one, man, you can go back and have a look at all the episodes. If you don't want to be at this club and you're not going to play for that badge, then get the fuck out of here, man. Simple as that. So I'm glad Graham Wright stepped in and started making all these moves. And that's what it takes to get this team where it needs to be. I firmly believe that, man. But look at the names who have come in. I'll bring up the list in a second. Not sure what to expect yet from these guys. This is the coaching side of things. But for me, it's fresh insight and fresh new faces, fresh ideas. Let's have a look. Josh Fraser as an assistant coach, if you're looking at the screen. Lee Adams as the midfield assistant coach. Jacob Townsend comes in, and he's a development coach, arrived as part of the new development structure. Ash Close, development coach, focused on youth talent pathways. Travis Boak, the great Travis Boak, coming into this side in a leadership and culture role, part-time, but focused on club leadership and standards. Adam Simpson, there's your experience there, director of coaching, mentor role, also part-time, supporting the senior coach and coaching group, which is huge. And obviously Chris Davies, general manager of football, which we all knew about. So those right there, decent names on that list with a lot of experience, man. A lot of experience there. Now, one of the most important things Graham Wright also did here, in my opinion, whether you like him or not, was when he came out and he backed Michael Voss and saying that he was going to be our coach in 2026. That, to me, was a statement to all the players. Basically saying, fuck you. If you don't like it, bad luck. He is your coach. Suck it up, princess. And we need a little bit of that. Now, I'm very skeptical of Michael Voss when it comes to the game plan and in-game tactics. And I was very open on that on my platform. A lot of people were. That I didn't think he was the right coach. Now, I hope I'm proven wrong. The question isn't whether the system works, it's whether we adjust when it doesn't. That's what I was talking about with in-game tactics that I just do not trust. But he's got new people around him, man, so let's see. We rarely could recover from when teams got momentum over us. We saw it happen all year, and yeah. I just hope that changes big time. But when the Voss announcement was made, I accepted it. You know, it is what it is. But I'm telling you guys now, if we start like last year, he is done and dusted. No chance he'll survive past halfway if we are losing games non-stop. And I'll be at the forefront calling it out if that happens. I hope it doesn't. But till they give me a reason not to, I will back him. And I will back their decision to keep him on board, man. Let's see. Can we trust the process? I hope so. To be fair on Voss and in his defense, I do like him as a person. And I do like some of the things he did as coach as well. But I think he handled himself very well last year when his back was against the wall and his head was on the chopping block. Seriously, he showed great leadership, strong leadership, courage, and, you know, it's hard to face the media and constant negative backlash from fans and the whole league and media and all that stuff, man. It is. He's a human being and he's a resilient one, so you got to give him credit. Credit where credit's due. Now, all the changes in the offseason, I do believe, are good fits for this team, and I'm very excited to see them go to work, especially player-wise, man. The new players acquired from other clubs, let's get into the list. I'll bring that up now. Obviously, we've got Ben Ainsworth, forward, traded from Gold Coast, Ollie Florin, and Will Haywood, part of that Charlie Curnow deal, traded from Sydney. Campbell Chesser from West Coast, I'm excited to see him. Liam Reedy, that one gets me really excited. I think he can break out this year. And he'll definitely give Pitternet competition. And who knows if they'll start both of them. We have no idea yet. It's too early to tell. And the draft picks, Harry Dean, can't wait to see him. Obviously, his father's Peter Dean, the Carlton great, premiership player. Taylor Byrne, selected at pick 45. I should mention that Harry Dean was pick 3. And Jack Eisen, pick 47. Forward/midfielder from Oakley Cannons, Vic Metro. Also excited to see him. I've heard he's had a very good kick on him. And speaking of that, oh, actually, I should mention Elijah Hollins. I really hope he proves himself and gets a permanent spot in this side too. I really want to keep him. He's such a great talent. And all reports are saying that he's fit and firing and he's impressing in preseason and looking sharp. It's not about talent with Elijah. It's all about this. Between the years, is his mental state in the right spot? And I've spoken so much about this, but I just want his head screwed on right. And if it is, he'll be fine. But yeah, the draft picks, excited to see those boys. They're going to get opportunities, man. They will get game time. Harry Dean might even play opening round. Who knows? Depends how preseason goes. But the other lads as well, there will be opportunities because we just saw Jesse Motlop do his ACL. And I haven't... Look, I'm hearing good things about Ison. I haven't seen too much of Taylor Byrne yet, but I'm sure we will. They will have opportunities to get a game, man. Look how many injuries and bullshit happened last year. These guys have got to be on their toes, ready to pounce for that spot. All these guys were recruited for a reason, and one of the big reasons is skills. Kicking skills, especially. We were one of the worst kicking efficient teams in the competition last year, man. And I think that's an area they really focused on with these acquisitions. Hopefully no more major injuries outside the Jesse Motlop one, but shit does happen, man. Especially with our club. We're freaking cursed. And these guys just have to be ready when their name is called. All right. Enough. Let's get into the predictions. When I look at this list for 2026, I'm looking at it and I can see it doing very well. It looks good on paper, but we've said that before, so I am a little bit on the fence. But these players are more than capable of having successful seasons. A lot of that is down to health, coaching, selections, and consistency. I'll talk more about the squad in a second, but it all translates back to my predictions. And here it is. My prediction for our ladder finish this year, my gut feeling says we are going to finish outside the top 8. But I will believe, and I do believe, that I think we're going to finish 10th. I'm guessing 10th. Which means we make that finals playoff to verse either 7th or 8th if we finish 9th or 10th under the new AFL rules. My prediction is that we will be on 10 wins for the season, going into round 24 against Fremantle at home. And I think we're going to beat the Dockers to get our 11th win, to get us either 9th or 10th, most likely 10th. I'm going to say 10th to make that playoff game. And this is where we are going to piss many people off. This is my hot take. I'm predicting that when we do win that playoff, we will be in finals. We're gonna pip whoever finishes 7th or 8th, and we're gonna beat them to make finals. And Carlton, although it didn't look likely with about a week to go, against all odds, win that last game against Freo, crack into the playoff spot, completely upset whoever we're playing. It might be Sydney. It might be St Kilda. They're my early thoughts on it. But I think we're going to beat them and we'll make finals. But once we get there, doing it the hard way, the Carlton way, the only way we know, a new way. I mean, hey, we've done it before. In 2013, we beat the Tigers when we finished 9th, when Essendon, the drug cheats, got done for the drugs. Here they are. If you want a recap of that, here they are. The Bombers. See the Bombers fly up, up to win nothing at all. I love trolling the Bombers whenever I can, man. I'm sorry. But, yeah, we've done it before, man. I really think that's the only way we're making finals. Is if we finish outside the top 8, we win that playoff, and off we go. I do think, though, once we do make finals, we're going to lose in the elimination final. That's where the fun ends for me. But I do think we're going to make it the hard way. So there you go. Some people already having us finish higher than that, like top 6, so we don't have to play off. I fucking hope so, man. But I really can't see that happening. Really hoping they're right. I'm predicting a tough start to this year, especially opening round will be huge, man. It will be massive. I don't see us winning that game right now. It's very early to tell, but look, I could change my mind on that once I see the team, once we see how these boys are performing pre-season. Who knows? Right now, if you ask me, if the game was tomorrow, there's no way. It's not enough time to build chemistry with this team. So many things will have to go right for us this year, health-wise. I can't see it going as bad as last year. I don't think it will. If it does, fuck me. I don't know anymore. Like, that's the end of me. But I think we will be very, very competitive consistently. We won't be blown out in losses. I hope not anyway. I just can't see it happening. But for me, to prove we are going in the right direction, there are 3 must fucking win games for Carlton this year. There's 3 teams we need to beat. And that can change the atmosphere immensely for our club. Number 1, we must beat our arch rivals Collingwood this year. The belief and momentum that energy would produce and the buzz will create such a huge, huge buzz for this team, man. The fans, everything. We do play them twice, so we got 2 chances at it, but we need to beat them at least once. It will go a long way. That's number 1. Number 2, and we haven't beaten them in a long time. The only time under Voss we beat them, I believe, was when we had that great second half of the year in 2023. We had a lot of injuries, and Charlie Curnow, out of all people, kicked like 6 on Darcy Moore, and we beat him. I think that's the only one that we've won under Voss. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. So yeah, I think that's a huge one because they're such a big rival, and it will just lift the spirits of this team. Number 2, St Kilda. I know we beat them last year, but this year is totally different. You got the TDK factor. You got the Silvanis. So much animosity there. So much emotion. It will get heated. It will be fucking highly emotional, crazy stuff. And we versed them twice too. So we have to beat them at least once. We can't go 0-2 against the Saints in those 2 games. That will be a travesty. Number 3, probably even more important than those 2 other ones, is Brisbane. We versed them twice too. But here's why. They have knocked us out of finals more bloody times than I can remember, man. They are the best team in the competition. We need to beat them to prove to ourselves that we can actually beat a top side, let alone the fucking premiers. That is the benchmark. They've set the bar. We need to beat a Brisbane. Beating top sides, let alone premiers, will inject so much freaking confidence in this team. We need a big win like that. I know we beat Geelong last year, but look where that got us. If we beat the team that won it last year, that's totally different. So we've got 2 chances of that too. Let's do it. And you know what? Wins like that against Brisbane, honestly, it could be season defining or can change your whole year. That's what it can do to your energy and your spirit. If I had to add a 4th game, look, I'll label this one an away game. If there's an interstate game I would love to win, and I think that's an important one to win, it would be Gather Round, Adelaide, in Adelaide, round 5. And it's safe to say they're our bogey side. They always freaking beat us. They embarrassed us time and time again. And now they have a very good team. They're going to be a very difficult opposition to face. But I think it's time to return the favour. It would be a monumental win if we can do that over there in Adelaide, Gather Round, in front of their fans. What a statement that would make. And like I said, they keep beating us. I don't know how many times they've beaten us in a row. They're on some sort of weird streak, man. But yeah, they're the 3 must-win games against Collingwood, St Kilda, and Brisbane. And then the one interstate game that I want to win is against Adelaide. More than a lot of other ones. I see our percentage this year being low hundreds. My big concern is, and I think everyone's concern is, who's going to step up and kick the goals. We can't be so Harry-centric, Harry Mackay, and predictable and just kick it long like we used to Charlie and Harry. Charlie's not there anymore, so fuck him. We haven't brought in all these good type kick players for no reason. All the acquisitions we've made are because they can kick a footy. And that's the style that we're going to go for. Which is why I feel like these new signings will have a massive part to play this year. And let's talk about the squad and some predictions here. I've separated the playing squad into a few groups. The players who need to step up, and they're experienced dudes. The fringe players, and the most likely selected players. These are the players that I know have great abilities and qualities, but they have underperformed and really, really need to dig deep this year, because if they don't, we won't be successful. And I'll bring it up right now. Where is it? Here. 4 experienced dudes: Adam Cerra, Mitch McGovern, Blake Acres, Adam Sard. Cerra, I mean, stop playing safe and take some risks. Take your game to a new level. That is the mission, and that is the goal I would give to Adam Cerra. Lift your game. Mitch McGovern, with our backline's kind of depleted, so he will get games, and he will need to step up. He was pretty average, man, last year. He will be called upon for duty, so I want him to step up. Blake Acres, we know he had a bad year last year. He got dropped towards the end of the year. He did come back for the last game, but he probably wasn't 100% healthy, so I'll give him that. But if he gets going, he can do damage and cause some chaos. So I would be telling him to lift. Adam Sard, I don't think he had a great 2025 either. If he can lift and give us that run-off halfback through the guts consistently, that's another tool we can use, which was wasted last year, in my opinion. But, yeah, man. Those 4 dudes, even if 2 of them lift, it would be huge. But we can't have all 4 of them be average. We're going to go nowhere. Let's go into the fringe players who I believe will be in and out of the side. And now that doesn't mean they're bad. It just means that there's someone more suitable for the role or more experienced. But these guys will get an opportunity at some point. So I'll go into them right now. Where are they? Da-da-da-da-da. Have I not freaking created a list for this one? No. Nope. All right. Jesus Christ, I've lost it. Anyway, I'll name them. Lockie Fogarty, he'll be on the fringe. Jordan Boyd, Lewis Young, Hudson O'Keefe. I would love to see Hudson O'Keefe get game time. I see something in that guy. He's going to be huge, man. If he gets a game here and there, he will lift. I like what I've seen so far last year with him. Ben and Lucas Camporelli will be on the fringe. Ashton Moyer, maybe. He'll probably start the season. And Flynn Young, who I really like. I like Moyer as well. I like all these guys, man. Ben and Lucas Camporelli, we saw Lucas last year. Glimpses. But apparently everyone was talking up Ben Camporelli. I would love to see him get some game times this year. Those guys will be in and out of the side, in my opinion. The most likely selected players, I'm going to bring that up right now. These guys are almost must select, but then you've got form as well, which plays a part. So, Lockie Cowan, he was my pick to be the breakout star last year. Had a slow start and got injured last year, but he ended up being very good. Sam Walsh, the baby-faced assassin, going to be huge. Ollie Hollins, Ollie Florent, Zach Williams, Will Haywood, Jagger Smith. Look, Jagger's coming off that significant injury. So is Nick Newman. So, look, they might get injury managed and have a rest here and there. Cripper, Liam Reedy. Can't wait to see Reedy. Mackay, Pitternet, Ben Ainsworth, absolute must. George Hewitt, absolute must. I've put Sam Walsh in there twice. Shut up. Adam Sard, Will Haywood, Matty Carroll. He might be in and out of the side too, but I kept him in here because I really like him. And he's a left footer, and I think him and Ollie Florent can get some nice chemistry together, as well as Nick Newman. Brody Kemp. Cottrell, when he's fit, I think he'll get injury managed too. You got Pitto there, Francis Evans. Look, I've doubled up on a lot of these names, but anyway, what do you do? But yeah, man, that's a rough must-select group of players for me. And yeah, you know what? If a good player is not performing like 4 weeks in a row, then the coaches have to maybe think about dropping them. Don't be scared. Now, there's 2 breakout stars for this team who I think are going to have huge years. I've chosen a young one and an experienced one. And those 2 boys, the first one is a young player, and I think he will be breaking out this year for Carlton and stamp his name out there. And that is going to Jagger Smith. Former number 3 pick, did his ACL, obviously last year. He will be fucking itching to go after missing that whole year with that devastating ACL knee injury. But he's been working on his body, man. He's fit. I think he came 4th in the time trial a few weeks ago. And yeah, he's had a lot of time to get his body right. So if he can have this good preseason and continue on, I think he'll have an absolute ripping year. And I think our midfield needs him. Needs that young blood. We saw Cooper Lord shine last year, and I loved it. I should have mentioned Cooper Lord. I love Cooper Lord, and I think he should be getting games. I'm excited to see Jagger. I really am. And I'm gutted what happened to him, but hopefully he's healthy and ready to go. And I do believe he's going to absolutely go ballistic when he gets consistent game time. My other breakout star is actually a new boy, and it's one of the Sydney boys. None other than Will Haywood. I think he will go huge this year. He will have a chip on his shoulder, and I think he will create and score many goals and immediately fit into this team. I'm fucking excited for Will Haywood, man. But this season is there for the taking by one man. And that is the baby-faced assassin, Sam Walsh. Unfortunately, there's going to be speculation all year because of his contract. It's coming up and he's going to be a restricted free agent or something like that at the end of the year. So he can explore his options and make a move if he wants. But I really hope we deal with that situation early and get him signed. But I don't see that happening. I think they'll wait till the end of the season because he is injury prone. And yeah, look, if we're going to be successful, he will be the man to lead us there. I firmly believe that. We all know what Cripps and Hewitt can do consistently and, for our midfield. But I think Sam Walsh, if his back is all good, he'll have a ripper year. And I think he can almost be that leader. That's the unofficial leader of that midfield. And he's going to take it to the next level. If he's fit, man, he's going to go nuts. That's my prediction. And he will win the best and fairest. He will win the best and fairest for Carlton in 2026. As long as he stays fit. Don't get me wrong, touch wood. Harry Mackay, Big H, there'll be pressure on him to score goals. Hopefully he stays healthy too, because we'll definitely need him. But I'm expecting a big year from him. He's going to have to step up. I have a surprising take for you guys, though, here. There is someone who I believe can take their footy to another level too in our forward line. And I know he's coming off a significant injury, a horrific Achilles injury. And you guys know who I'm talking about. But my bold prediction and crazy prediction for the year, if he's healthy, Brodie Kemp is going to be our leading goal kicker for 2026. Mark my words. If he's fit, he's our leading goal kicker. I'm a big believer in Brodie Kemp. It's a big if, I know, because of that injury. So he might get injury managed. I don't know. He might rest here and there. But I still believe that he's going to have a big fucking year. And I'm excited to see it. He works very hard, Kempy. He's determined, puts his body on the line, and I love it. Let's look at our forward line, actually, because, like I said, one of the biggest questions everyone has is who's going to kick our goals? So I'll bring it up right now. These are our forwards. Zach Williams, small forward. Harry Mackay, target man. Lockie Fogarty will be on the fringe, so yeah. Ben Ainsworth, he's got goals in him, man. Will Hayward's got goals in him. Brodie Kemp's got goals in him. I do believe if Hudson O'Keefe breaks into this side, he's got goals in him and he's a good target man. Ashton Moyer, we've seen him. He's got potential to kick bags of goals. Taylor Byrne, we don't know too much yet, but we've got Frank the Tank Evans, who had a little bit of a breakout second half of the year last year, and he's looking fit and firing too, man, and he scores goals, and he was in career best form towards the end of the year. Flynn Young, was very impressed with him last season, and I've done them twice, my bad. But, yeah, man, that's, look, there is goal. Where am I going? Sorry, shut up. There are goals there. That list, there's goals galore. I do believe that if Harry's not a target man alone, they're going to have Kemp, you can have Hudson O'Keefe, you can even have Liam Reedy down there. He's played forward before. So I don't want to hear excuses that we can't score goals. Then you got Ben Ainsworth, you got Will Hayward, Zach Williams. These guys can kick goals. But in saying that, it is up to our midfield, man. It is definitely up to our midfield to deliver that service and deliver that footy like a local pizza. But, yeah. Look, we'll touch on the midfield and defense on the next episode. What have we been going? 35 minutes nearly. Yeah, we'll go through that because I'm going to be here forever if I do that now. And I'll give you guys my early expected lineup for opening round on the next episode too. Subject to change, obviously, from now till then. But right now, if it was like coming up next week, I'll give you guys my opening round prediction team. But what do we got? 6 weeks to go, guys. March 5th, Thursday, is the Sydney clash at the SCG, opening round, first game of the season. All eyes will be on one Charlie Curnow, obviously. It's such a big game. It's an absolute joke It's a fucking joke that there's no reverse fixture. Why are we not versing Sydney here in Melbourne? It's an absolute bullshit decision by the AFL, if you ask me. Piss week. Piss week. They don't want Charlie to get booed and, cop abuse. Shut up. Shut up. Pussies, man. Anyways, guys, there will be weekly content from here on. We will go live pretty much immediately after every Carlton game for the review and reaction. If I'm at the games, the live streams are delayed a little bit just because it depends how long it takes me to get home. And then set up, hit the live button, and off I go. But I do try and speed home, man. But we are around the 1,000 mark for subscribers. I would love it if we go past that after tonight's episode, man. So make sure you hit that thumbs up and subscribe on this video. Of course, give me your thoughts. I want to hear what you guys have to think about Carlton in 2026. What are your predictions? And yeah, go nuts in the comments, guys. I think that's it from me tonight. But yeah, we'll drop more content next week. Hopefully Monday. And we'll see you on the other side. But guys, till then, take care. I love you all. Go Blues. Adios. Let me hit some music, man. I can't wait. I literally can't wait. 6 more weeks. I'm counting them down. Anyway, guys. Love you all. Adios. Good night. Oh, and remember, subscribe, man. What y'all waiting for?